Hello, I'm Frank McSheen with Square Peg Consulting at the Whiteboard. I'm a supply chain cash guide, and these are the components of the business-to-business supply chain as I see it. And there are opportunities to generate more cash in every part of this process. Let me show you what I mean. Hello, this session is going to combine our move process along with our people and teams element of our supply chain framework here. And I call it truckers who generate cash. And those are the truckers who perform best in terms of tenure. They stick with the company. They have the lowest preventable accidents, the lowest number of DOT shutdowns, and the highest level of service or lowest level of service failures and not getting where they need to be on time, which is what generates our cash. When we deliver the order according to the plan, we get the most cash out of that transaction. As I mentioned before, I work with a tool called the Predictive Index, which helps companies define the behavior requirements of given roles and then assesses the people to see how well they fit. In the case of truck drivers, we did a study of 383 over-the-road truck drivers to see were there behavior correlations to performance on these dimensions. And there were several that were very strongly correlated to that. Along the dimension of independence, contrary to sort of the myth of truck drivers, we found that people who accept and seek direction and follow instructions did better on this. We found people, rather than being the outgoing, friendly types, you're over the road by yourself in some cases and focused on your work. That's what we found here, is people that were more focused on their work and not interested in the social interactions. People that were high in patience and deliberate, methodical, step at a time people, no shortcuts, no skipping steps, did better on these dimensions. And people that were more structured and interested in understanding the expectations, the procedures, the processes, the rules of the road and the rules of the company, and following those were the highest performers. And so we ended up with a profile that looked something like this. Okay, and so this is what we start to look for when we find candidates for truck drivers to fit that role. And we've been very successful, not only in the study company, but in other companies, in finding truck drivers with these roles. Even in the case like now, where we have a shortage of drivers available, it's worth it to take the time to find out, am I still going to hire one who can really do the job well? Because hiring one just to fill a slot and having problems in these dimensions is not worth your time. Thank you.